Hello friends, in this video tutorial, I will show you how to put a photo in a bobo balloon. I will share my experience with you and reveal the secrets. Even if you do such a composition for the first time, you will definitely succeed. So for this lesson, I prepared a sealer. Please take a look. I have a large sealer, a length of 40 centimeters. It is very convenient to use it. Double Scotch tape. Blue marker, piece of white paper and photo. The size of the photo is 10 by 15 centimeters. Scissors, bobo balloon. Hand pump, air generator. Scotch tape 5 blue balloons measuring 5 inches for filling. A hot glue gun, but it's optional. For the decor, I prepared an LED thread, blue cut paper and a satin ribbon. I also have a small round box with pink and blue flamingos on it. So, let's get started. First, we will work with photography. The size of the photo that I prepared for the package is 10 by 15 centimeters. I also prepared a piece of white paper measuring 11 by 16 centimeters in advance. I need the photo to have white edges, so I will glue the photo on a piece of white paper. When the photo has a white edge, the composition looks harmonious and the photo stands out favorably inside the balloon. Please take a look. The photo, you need to glue it on white paper so that the white edges are evenly visible from all sides. We will attach a fishing line between the paper and the photo, by which we will hang the photos inside the balloon. Cut off a piece of fishing line and put it on the photo. Please note that you need to see in advance where the top and bottom of the photo are, otherwise you can get confused and glue everything the other way around.
Determine the center of the photo and place the fishing line on it.
Secure the edge of the fishing line with adhesive tape to the table. Then glue the double tape on the fishing line and then around the perimeter of the photo. Take a good look at how I do it. So, we framed the photo, attached the holder for the fishing line. Please see how evenly the photo hangs on the fishing line. On the back of the photo, on white paper, you can write wishes or congratulations. So, the photo with the wish are ready, and now I want to draw your attention to the color scheme, to the color design. The photo is dominated by blue and light blue, so I prepared blue balloons and blue paper for the decor. Blue is the dominant color of the composition. You can use the following rules: one color, the main one, and no more than 2 additional ones. The box on which I will put the bobo balloon is black, with blue and pink flamingos on it. The pink color will be secondary, or it is also called a companion. Now let's move on to working with bobo balloons, and here I want to share my experience with you. The photo fits perfectly in an 18-inch bobo balloon, but I would recommend that you use a 20 or 24-inch bobo balloon. This recommendation is very relevant if the bobo balloons are too thin and of poor quality. Fill a 20 or 24-inch bobo balloon with air only up to the size of an 18-inch balloon. The edges of the large balloons will be tighter, and you will not have any problems with sealing. Before you put a photo into bobo balloon, the balloon needs to be stretched. Another important tip: if you plan to sealing a balloon, do not stretch its edges. Use another stretching method, which I will now tell you about and show you. Start inflating the balloon with an air generator. As soon as you see that the balloon has deformed, stop inflating and twist the neck. You can see that one half of the balloon is much larger than the other. Twist the neck of the balloon well so that the air does not escape from it. Place the balloon under your armpit so that more than half is in the back and the smaller one is in front. Press down on the larger half of the balloon under pressure. The air will begin to flow into the smaller half. Look now, our balloon looks like a capsule, but the amount of air in both halves is equal. Now continue to inflate the balloon. The balloon does not need to be distributed completely. As soon as you make sure that the balloon is level, stop inflating. Blow away the balloon, and now we will prepare it for cutting. Look carefully at which part of the bobo balloon we will cut. We will step back 3-4 centimeters from the neck and make an incision of 6-8 centimeters. Make a tiny incision along the seam. Scissors should fit into this incision. Next, make an incision along the seam itself. For ease of operation, wrap the neck of the balloon. Once again, please note that we do not make an incision on the bend of the balloon. Place the fishing line in the incision and pull it out through the neck of the balloon. Bend the photo a little and place it in a balloon. Look how I do it. I put the photo in the balloon with the bottom part. That's it. Now let's start sealing. To seal bobo balloons, I set the sealer to 2 thermal mode. When sealing, I seal not only the incision, well, I grab the uncut part of the balloon a little. Don't be afraid to grab a little more of the balloon or make an uneven sealing. Even if it seems to you that your sealing is uneven, do not worry. When you inflate the balloon, it will align. This property of balloons is a bobo. The balloon is round, so I change the position of the balloon 3 to 4 times when steaming. Look, I specially grabbed a little more edge to show you that the balloon will inflate perfectly smoothly. After sealing, I start inflating the balloon with a hand pump to check if there are holes. There are no holes, and the seam, which seems to be very large at this stage, is now being straightened out. Fill the balloon with about half of the air. Look, the seam has begun to align and stretch. Moreover, decorative tape will go along the seam, so do not worry. At this stage, fill the balloon with small balloons. I use 5-inch blue chrome balloons. I'm putting a balloon on a stick. Next, I put the balloons inside the bobo balloon. Do not forget to hold the fishing line. The tip of the fishing line should always be outside. Fill the blue balloon with air, tie it, and cut the TI. Hold the neck of bobo balloon so that the air does not escape, and continue to fill bobo balloon with small blue balloons. I got the air out of the bobo balloon. Well, look, there's enough space in the bobo balloon, and I'll add another blue balloon without additional inflating. Well, you need to be careful not to crumple the photo. I filled the balloon with small blue balloons, then lifted the photo a little, did it, if necessary, and spun the balloon bobo several times. I cut off an extra piece of fishing line. Now I stretch the tail of the bobo balloon well and make to knots. In this case, the air will not come out exactly, and the balloon will stay inflated for a very long time. The balloon is ready, the seam on the balloon has stretched perfectly. Now let's finish the decor. I use a round box measuring 12 by 12 centimeters as a stand. Now I'll show you how I determine the required amount of tape. I measure the length of one side by adding the length needed for the bow and multiply it all by 2. I glue a piece of double Scotch tape to the bottom of the box, then glue the central part of the tape. Now I put the power supply from the LED in the box, then the blue paper decor and put the LED on top. Now we install the ball, cut off the extra tail, lift the ribbon along the seams and tie a bow. At the top of the balloon, I tie 2 knots from one and on the other side of the tail. Cut the ends, the ribbons diagonally. The composition is ready, light, stable, beautiful. A beautiful photo and a gorgeous confession. You will definitely succeed. Thank you for watching us.